That sort of thinking is sort of conspiratorial. It's a distraction from important civil rights issues. When was the moment when you changed your mind?
Well, actually, I saw that sign when I was headed to my brand new job at the ACLU.
Oh, okay.
I actually hadn't started working at the ACLU at that time. I had been working for years as a civil rights lawyer and advocate, primarily representing victims of employment discrimination and suing large Fortune 500 companies for discrimination in employment. And I cared. You know, at the time I saw that sign, I was someone who cared about racial and social justice. That's why I had decided to become a civil rights lawyer. But like many people, I had been raised on kind of this myth,
Yes.
this story, that we as a nation are overcoming that ugly racial history of caste, and that we're on the right path. And that my job as a civil rights lawyer was to kind of keep marching in that direction and to do what I could to remove what, you know, barriers and forms of discrimination might still remain. But once I began working at the ACLU and representing victims of racial profiling and police brutality and investigating patterns of drug law enforcement in poor communities of color and attempting to assist people who had been released from prison as they faced one closed door after another to their supposed re-entry into a society that had never shown much use for them in the first place, I had a series of experiences that began, you know, what I now call my awakening.
Okay.
You know, I began to awaken to the reality that our criminal justice system now functions much more like a system of racial and social control than a system of crime prevention and control.
Absolutely.